What's going on, everyone? Rashard D here, VOO level, and we're going to be taking a look at a 3D printing table. This is going to be a nice workbench for your 3D printer and your filament. So this is going to be for FDM printers. If you're familiar with 3D printing, if you're just getting into it, or if you already have a 3D printer, this is going to be a great table for the printer to keep it nice and stable. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this open so we can get a look at it, and I'll show you how to put it together. All right, so this is the box. You can see that it's a 37-inch table. It has 2 drawers, and you have a space that you can put some products, or you can have other tools below that. And then on the side and at the very bottom, that is where you can put your filament rolls. So let's go ahead and get this put together. This is going to be a time lapse. So for the first 2 steps, we're going to use these. This is going to be the A screws, and you're going to use this number 9 bar here. There's 6 of these. It's pretty obvious of where this goes. And then these 2 pieces here. So you're going to have the one piece with the tabs on it. It's going to face this way, just like this. And then you have the other side of the table that's going to be facing like this. So basically it's upside down, but you're going to start off putting these 2 ends together, and then that third piece is going to be the other end of the table. So once we have the smaller bars and the ends of the table put together, we're going to start putting in the bigger cross section. So it's going to be number 7 and 8. For the outer bars on the bottom and the bottom shelf, you're going to use the C screw to connect those. So basically this is going to go into here like so. And then this way you'll be able to connect this bar into here. That's how that works. Once we have those crossbars on, we're going to put the feet on next. So let's go ahead and do that. Once you have the bottom crossbar and the smaller midsection screwed in, we're going to attach the bigger tabletop to the bottom, because we're working upside down again, and you're going to use the B screw to connect the tabletop. Once you have the screws put into the top section, you can go ahead and flip the table over to the right side up, and you can go ahead and put in the other shelf in its position. We're going to use these screws right here. Next, we're going to install these guardrails. So this is going to be the front side of your table. So the bigger hole in here needs to point that direction. So this would go this way, and then this rail here would actually go in like so. So this back piece here is pointing to the back. All right, so once we have everything put together, we can go ahead and start putting in the drawer. These are going to be made out of a nice fabric. And on this side, you have a spot for your knob. So here's the knob here, and it comes with this little screw. All right, so we have everything put together. What I like to do when putting together furniture is I hand tighten the screws and get everything put together so I know it fits. I know I have everything in the right spot. I did make one error that was for the midsection of the drawers. So when you don't fully tighten, you can easily correct those errors. So we have everything put where it's supposed to be. It looks really good. So now we can go ahead and tighten this to 100%. Remember, with furniture like this, you just want to get it tight, one crank down, and don't over tighten the screws, because that could create a problem. All right, so this is going to be the 3D printer desk. It's all set up. It's nice and sturdy. So depending on the surface that you're going to be putting this on, you want to make sure it's nice and level, of course. And what's really helpful is the feet. It's adjustable at the bottom. The frame is metal, so this is going to make it nice and sturdy. And then if you have a updated printer, your printer should have self-leveling, and that way everything is nice and level and your prints come out nice and clean. And it has a lot of storage space. So the bottom portion, I can put about 10 rolls of filament, and then on the side I can do probably about another 18 or so. So you have a lot of space for a lot of filament on this table. And of course, the more weight, the more stable it's actually going to get. You have these 2 drawers. These drawers are really nice. You can put all your tools or whatever you want, get nice and organized. That way your space is nice and clean. So guys, other than that, this is going to be the 37-inch 3D printer table for your workspace. Hopefully the information that I gave you helps make your decision. If you have any questions, comments, you can leave them in the comment section if it's available. Other than that, I'm Rashard D with Double O Level, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.